This week's reading focuses on how technology is impacting the marketing world and its status quo. Marketing in the Age of Alexa details the emergence of AI and how the marketing strategies will need to adjust to purchasing power, moving away from people and into the figurative hands of AI. What's the Value of a Like examines how liking or engaging with brands on social media leads to sales. The top takeaway for me in marketing in the Age of Alexa is the pace at which the power shift is taking place. Originally, I felt like the article was a bit too heavy with the melodramatics of AI taking over, but from a business perspective, now is the time to act in order to not be left behind. The seeds of AI behavior described in the article are, in fact, already here, and even last night I told Google to order laundry detergent. And what's the value of a like? The top takeaway I had was that liking seems to be more of a sign of acknowledgement rather than endorsement. The meaning of a like has shifted a lot over the years, I think, since social media took off in the mid-2000s, in the era of MySpace and later the popularization of Facebook with the college crowd. It's something I see in my own life, and many brands that I do follow online, I ultimately don't buy anything from them anyway. DiGiorno has a hilarious Twitter account, but I'm not buying frozen pizza. Now, from an advice perspective, I agree that organizations need to focus on accuracy, alignment, and privacy to stay ahead with the diffusion of AI. AI will simply be a more significant entity moving forward. So rather than trying to circumnavigate its influence, marketers need to drive straight to them and win via engagement. On the social media end of the spectrum, I wholly agree with the recommendations that brands put attention to customer engagement, much in the way that pet retailer Chewy manages their offline relationships. You need to manage an open channel to customers online where people can feel like that they're not just a number and they're not a phone call and 20 minutes of hold music away from any sort of acknowledgement of your questions or complaints. This week, I really don't see a differentiation between implications of international versus domestic presence aside from things like internet censorship considerations and privacy law differences. Certainly, individual laws governing different countries will come into play, especially when it comes to buying access to AI-collected information. Platforms will be bound by whatever agreements that their parent companies agree to function and operate in a given country. And different brands may be kind of locked out of regions because of that, even though they may find it appealing to have that data. Additionally, censorship like in China could hinder some brands. Ethically speaking, I feel that brands have a duty to inform customers if they're using bought data. Now, opinions on that may differ from person to person, but overall, privacy agreements are really a formality that are rarely ever read. And placing the onus on the customer to understand the terms before using a product, that I think that's more or less wishful thinking. Well, thank you very much, and I look forward to reading your responses in the replies. Thank you.